In the shadow of the ancient city of Bethlehem, a scene unfolds that no one could have predicted. A young Palestinian girl, displaced by conflict, reaches out to embrace a figure as controversial as he is recognizable: Donald Trump. This single gesture of innocence and hope would soon echo around the world, challenging perceptions and sparking a conversation that transcends borders. Setting the scene, Bethlehem, a city steeped in history and symbolism, was buzzing with anticipation and tight security. Donald Trump was scheduled to visit, part of a broader diplomatic tour aimed at addressing Middle East peace initiatives. The local communities were divided. Some saw it as a beacon of international attention, while others felt it underscored ongoing tensions. As the motorcade rolled through the dusty streets, lined with both curious onlookers and stern-faced protesters, the atmosphere was a mix of hope and skepticism. Amidst the crowd was Hannah, a 15-year-old Palestinian girl whose family had been affected deeply by the conflict. Displaced from their home in a nearby village, Hannah and her family now lived in a temporary shelter barely 10 minutes from the Church of the Nativity. The morning of Trump's visit was warm, with the sun casting long shadows across Manger Square. Hannah, curious and undeterred by the bustling crowds, asked her mother if they could see the American president. Her mother, wary but understanding her daughter's desire to witness history, agreed, and they joined the throng of locals behind the security barriers. Local and international media had descended on the scene, cameras pointing at every angle, capturing the mixed expressions of hope, anger, and curiosity among the residents of Bethlehem. Commentators discussed the implications of the visit, analyzing Trump's every move and statement through the lens of international diplomacy and local repercussions. As Trump stepped out of his armored vehicle, his presence was met with a mixture of cheers and boos. He waved, a practiced smile on his face, surrounded by a phalanx of security personnel. As he approached the Church of the Nativity, his itinerary was clear: a quick tour, a photo op, and a series of meetings with local and international leaders. Hannah, standing on tiptoes, watched as the figure so often seen on television came to life before her. Moved by an impulse she couldn't explain, she began to push through the crowd, drawn to the man at the center of so much debate. Her mother called after her, but the crowd was too thick, the noise drowning out her voice. As Hannah neared the front, a security officer spotted her and hesitated, his hand on his earpiece. At that moment, Trump turned toward the commotion, his eyes locking with Hannah's. What happened next would pause the world for a moment. Hannah stepped forward, her small figure emerging from the crowd, and before anyone could react, she was at Trump's side, her arms reaching up in an innocent, heartfelt embrace. Trump, visibly surprised, looked down at the young girl. His initial shock gave way to a softer expression, and guided by an instinctive compassion, he bent down and returned the embrace. Cameras flashed, capturing the poignant moment: a powerful man and a displaced girl, worlds apart, connected by a simple human gesture. The image of their embrace went viral within hours. News outlets across the globe broadcast the scene, with headlines reading various iterations of unexpected kindness and a moment of peace. Social media erupted in debate, with people interpreting the embrace in myriad ways. Some saw it as a staged act of diplomacy, others as a genuine moment of human connection. Back in Bethlehem, the reaction was mixed. Hannah's family was overwhelmed by the attention, both positive and negative. Her mother, initially anxious, felt a surge of pride in her daughter's fearless compassion. Meanwhile, community leaders and residents debated the implications of the embrace, discussing it in cafes, homes, and places of worship. As for Trump, the moment softened his image among some skeptics, even as his critics remained unconvinced. He referenced the embrace in a speech later that day, calling it a powerful reminder of the peace we all seek in the region. In the weeks following, Hannah became something of a young ambassador for peace. She was invited to speak at several events, sharing her story and her hope for a future where children could grow up without fear. Her simple act of embracing Trump had sparked conversations about the innocence of children amid conflict and the potential for empathy to bridge divides. International NGOs and humanitarian organizations used the image of Hannah and Trump to promote campaigns focused on aiding displaced families and children affected by conflict. The story encouraged new dialogues about refugee support and the power of individual actions to inspire global movements. Years later, Hannah would reflect on that day as a turning point in her young life. Inspired by the global attention and the discussions it sparked, She pursued education in international relations, driven by a desire to advocate for peace and reconciliation. Her story remained a poignant reminder of the impact that a single, unscripted human moment can have on the world stage. The embrace between Hannah and Donald Trump in Bethlehem became more than just a viral photo. It became a symbol of hope and the complexities of human interactions in a divided world. It showed that even in the midst of conflict and disagreement, there are opportunities for understanding and kindness, often found in the most unexpected places and gestures. This narrative illustrates the power of unexpected moments of connection and the profound impact they can have on individuals and communities alike. It serves as a reminder that history is not only made through treaties and battles, but also through the simple, courageous acts of ordinary individuals like Hannah, whose bravery and innocence can inspire a nation, if not the world. And this brings us to the end of the story. Thank you for watching till the end. I hope you enjoyed the story. If you did, don't hesitate to like the video and share it with your friends too. Subscribe our channel and turn on the notification bell for more fascinating stories. Have a nice day.